Good morning and welcome to the Native News Today. Here we have the Ebony and Ivory edition of Native News Today this morning.
Look like an Oreo.
That's right. Gerald Wofford with Jason Salzman here. And we're not double dipping or anything with the Oreos this morning, but we are going to give you a double dipping good stories this morning on our Native News Today.
Nice. Good one.
Always educational, always enlightening, always entertaining.
The 3 big E's.
And as we mentioned, we're at the Tiger Mountain Resort Ranch here in Henrietta, Oklahoma. They have a youth culture leadership camp going on this morning.
Definitely. The women at the Community Research and Development Project and the Community Services Department at the Mvskoke Creek Nation do a wonderful job, and they have this camp going all week out here for these youngsters. They're going to learn a little bit about government. They're going to learn a little bit about culture and traditions, and what can you say? That's what these youth need to know about their heritage and their people, and it's a great thing to be out here. And they're going to have some tribal dignitaries and some legislators come out and help out with that, so it's a great time and a great place to be, as you can see.
Well, here we are in early June, and June is always a special time for the Mvskoke Creek Nation because it's their festival time. And a little bit later in the program, we're going to be giving you the calendar of events, all the things that will be happening at the festival, a lot of big events as they always have. We'll be giving you the wins and wears and everything, so you'll be caught up to date on that as well.
Yep.
A special event that happens that kind of kicks off the festival is the Princess Pageant, and that happened over the past weekend. And we've got a news story about all the ladies that won the crown this year for the Mvskoke Creek Nation Princess.
Yeah, great story for you there. We'll have that a little bit later. Ambassadors really to our nation, those young ladies.
And then we ventured out westward, out to Oklahoma City area, because a lot of Native Americans out there as well, to the Native American store there.
Native American art and jewelry there in the Bricktown district. Yolanda White Antelope and her son do a wonderful job, and we'll catch up with them and let you see who she is just a little bit better.
And plus, the Tiger Mountain here, the Youth Cultural Leadership Camp is going on here. The youth here are learning all about the culture, about tribal government. They're electing their chiefs here. They're having stickball games and everything. Just a good time for the kids. So we'll have a news story about that as well.
Yes, and that's all coming up right here on the Native News Today. We're going to take a quick break and get right into that after this.
The Native American Times provides news coverage that is specifically tailored to the Native American perspective. We emphasize an understanding of special issues such as sovereign rights, civil rights, and government-to-government relations. Our staff of reporters and columnists provide a daily digest of news that is often utilized for national outlets such as CNN, NBC News, ABC News, the Los Angeles Times, and many others, because the whole world is Indian country.
And we're back with the Native News Today. We thank you for joining us this morning. Gerald Wofford with Jason Salzman. We are out at the Tiger Mountain Ranch and Resort near Henrietta, Oklahoma. Youth Cultural and Leadership Camp going on throughout this week. A little bit earlier this week, Jason Salzman ventured out to Oklahoma City, spoke with Yolanda White Antelope there, who owns a Native American store there in Bricktown District. A very reflective store, kind of telling about how the store began and the survival that it's gone through.
Definitely. Just like all Indian people, this store has a story of coming up out of the ashes, out of a bad situation, making something better. And we got to talk to Miss White Antelope there for just a second, and she told the story behind her store and behind herself. All right, the saying goes, if you feed the stray dogs some food, they're going to come back. And we found our way back to Native American art and jewelry here in the Bricktown district of Oklahoma City. And we're here with a great lady, Yolanda White Antelope, and we are very glad to have you on the program. And so wonderful to be in the store again. But this time, instead of just being here, we're going to tell a little story. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you came from, who you kin to. Not maybe who you kin to, but just a little bit of your background.
Hey, I've got stories. We've been here in Bricktown 5 years now, and we're one of the largest gift stores in the district area. And it's turned out to be a great experience being here. We started out with a tiny little 400 square feet, and now we've grown to 1,200 and wanting to expand some more. But we represent about 22 different artists and tribes from all over.
You don't do all this by yourself, though. You got a little bit of help, don't you?
Well, mostly, like, I do pottery, my son does jewelry, and so it's a family affair here.
Tell us a little bit about the way the store came about. How did it was this an idea that you had when you came here to Oklahoma and said, I'm going to bring that to this part of the country? Was that something like that, or did it just come about?
Well, first of all, I was in law enforcement in Oklahoma. That's what brought me here.
All right, don't mess with it now.
Now I'm a retired law enforcement officer, and we were living about 3 blocks away from the federal building at the time that I was in law enforcement. And so when the building went up, so did our house. And we
talk about the bombing in the federal building here in Oklahoma City.
We totally lost everything.
Wow.
And so kind of starting over from then, the idea of opening a place and giving people, a place to see our native art and educate people on our native culture here in Oklahoma, we decided this is what we were going to do. So when I retired from law enforcement, I took my little pension and invested it in the store, and here we are.
Jason Salzman reporting that story out of Oklahoma City. And Jason, it's always nice to see Native American people surviving like that.
Definitely. We are survivors. We always have been, and it's great to see another story, like you said, of somebody coming up from the ashes of a bad situation and making it right, making it good for themselves. And that's just, we really commend Miss White Antelope there and that store. There's great things going on there.
Well, changing our subject, we alluded to earlier that the Creek Nation Festival is going to be happening in a couple of weeks, and a little bit later in the program we're going to give you the lowdown of the events when they're all happening and everything. It's always the traditional third weekend of June. But to kind of kick off the festival is the Mvskoke Creek Nation Princess Pageant. It happened over the last week. They kind of had this before. It's a kickoff before the festival, so the princesses are in place. They're able to greet and meet all the people and be introduced to the public there as well. So we have the Princess Pageant that happened over the weekend.
Yeah, the Princess Pageant went really well. They crowned the new Miss, Junior Miss, and all the little misses. There's 3 divisions of each different age group, and then as well as the Senior Miss, which is very important because it lets us know that the youngsters aren't the only ones to be proud of in this nation. Our elder women are something that we can look at and revere and see the determination that they've had over the years in dealing with problems just like any other life would throw at you. And it's nice to see them being in such a great place and having such a great honor to wear that crown and really be proud of it.
Yes, it's very important that the tribe does have a princess. It's a rather symbolic role that she serves in, and perhaps next to the chief, second chief, and maybe just a couple others that are in the different offices of government, the princess is the symbol of the tribe throughout the year, so carries a lot of weight on her shoulders. So we want to share that news story with you right now, Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation Princess Pageants.
On the first weekend in June, several ladies of all ages gathered in the Henrietta High School auditorium to celebrate a night of beauty and culture as the annual Mvskoke Nation Scholarship Pageant kicked off this year's festival. Tears were shed, scholarships were awarded, and the ladies gained a valuable experience they will take with them forever. The 2005 royalty took a look back before passing the torch.
And the winner of Division 1, Little Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation, Saray Butler. The winner, Little Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation, Division 2, Angel Johnson. Division 3, Little Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation, the winner is Ashley Johnson.
And your new Miss 2006 Junior Miss Mvskoke Nation is Samantha Jackson.
And our new 2006 Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation is Melanie Fry. Please take your walk.
Our 2006 Senior Miss, Miss Mary Goodman.
And we are here with the 2006-2007 Junior Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation Princess, Samantha Jackson. Samantha, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, as a common question is with all princesses crowned, how do you feel being crowned tonight?
I'm very glad. I worked really hard, and I'm so excited about the new year that's coming.
Well, I know you've had a lot of people helping you and everything. Anyone you'd like to thank out there?
I'd love to thank my mom. She supported me so much and helped me in so many ways, in ways that I could never do on my own.
Is there any goals or anything that you hope to accomplish as Junior Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation this year?
Yes, I hope to get some programs started for the youth to teach them more traditions and the language.
Well, do you want to say anything in Creek to our watching audience out there?
Mado, thank you for supporting me.
There you have it, Samantha Jackson, the 2006-2007 Junior Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we are here at the 2006 Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation pageant, where tonight Melanie Fry was crowned Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation. Melanie, congratulations first, and let's tell our audience a little bit about yourself, please.
Well, I'm 22. I go to the University of Oklahoma. I am a senior, and I will be graduating in the spring.
A Sooner, so we're happy about that. Melanie, obviously you're happy and everything, but what does this really mean for you to be crowned princess tonight, Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation?
It's really good. I'm just proud to represent the Mvskoke people, and I hope to have a positive influence on youth for today.
I know you probably get this question a lot here, but I have to ask you, right when it was coming down to it and they were announcing the first runner-up and everything, what was your feeling?
I was mostly just nervous because I didn't know what to think, because everybody did really good, and I'm proud of all of the girls because I love them, I got to know them, and they're just great girls. So I was just nervous mostly.
Well, I know you had a lot of help coming into this and everything. Is there anyone that you would like to thank for helping make this possible?
Oh, my parents, they're supporting me, my sister, just my family, the creek instructor, Margaret Malden, and her daughter, Gloria McCarty, and one of my friends named Marcus Briggs. He's one of the people that really was supporting me, and I just everybody. It's just hard to say who, but.
There you have it, folks. Melanie Fry, the 2006-2007 Miss Mvskoke Creek Nation Princess. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, and that was the Mvskoke Creek Nation Princess Pageant over the weekend in Henrietta there at the auditorium, and we certainly want to thank Henrietta for letting us use that facility. Very, very nice and gracious of Henrietta High School there. And also, we want to thank all the people, and I'm telling you, I'm not going to start naming people because there's too many to name, but everyone that was involved in making that pageant such a success, want to give out a big thank you to them too. So that being said, we get past that weekend and it's on to more festival.
Well, one other thank you want to say specifically, special thank you to our communications department.
Yeah, communications department.
So
yeah,
they had a little hand in there.
Yeah, they do. Every now and again they do something.
And Jason, where do you work? What department?
Moving on now.
No, communications is where we work. So we humbly say to the rest of the staff, a big Mado for making that princess pageant a success.
Nice job, guys. All right, let's move on now. The next couple weekends are going to be filled with Mvskoke Creek Nation Festival. And as we speak right now, the slow pitch softball competition is going on down there in Almagee at the Claude Cox Omniplex. And I tell you what, if you've never been down there to compete in that, I have. If you've never been down there to compete in that, the competition is thick, it is high energy, it is cutthroat. I don't know. If you're not thick-skinned, you don't want to get in that thing.
Well, competition has always been part of the culture, and you're certainly going to see that throughout the festival. Jason said the softball tournament's going on. There's a 3-on-3 basketball tournament, volleyball tournament, the All-Indian Rodeo.
Pitching horseshoes?
Even pitching the horseshoes. It's not old folks. I mean, people tend to think old folks are the horseshoes. Young folks are out there. It's all about competing.
That's right. It's that competitive drive that a lot of Native people have instilled in them. And it's great to go out there and have some fun and at the same time try to get a W. I mean, that's what it's all about at the end of the day, isn't it?
And if you're not into competing, you just want to rest and relax, there's a lot of other
go home. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we won't say go home. We want you to come and everything because, hey, it's free and it's open to everyone.
Exactly.
And if you're not there to enjoy the games, which you'll have a fun time just sitting back and enjoying those games, there's cultural things, the arts and crafts are going on.
Oh yeah, down at the council house there.
Down at the council house, there will be a parade that'll be happening through downtown Oklahoma City, downtown Okmulgee.
Hey, you know the cool thing about the parade is they actually have a line of Indian cars. Whoever has the best Indian car wins that parade. How cool is that?
So hey, there you go. You might have that there. It's all happening, the parade, in front of the Council House Museum there on 6th Street there in Okmulgee. So that'll be part of it as well. The theme is preserving our culture in a changing world, and
which is tough.
Yeah, which is tough. That's true. Not only the parade, the arts and crafts, and the competition we mentioned, but there's going to be some great concerts happening as well.
Oh yeah, Friday night is going to be the country night.
Friday
night it's actually rock and roll. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I was ready to put on my boots and chaps and everything, and it's time to rock and roll. Throw away the boots, get out the leather, spandex, David Lee Roth kind of stuff. Nah, I'm just kidding. Lou Gramm and Foreigner's going to be there and headlining Friday night. But there'll also be some other great bands, Irene Bedard and Denny Band, who we'll hear a little bit later on in the program. Mm-hmm. We'll have Lou Gramm and Foreigner, like I said, and also there's going to be Robert Red and the Full Flava Kings will be out there on Friday night. Oh man, there's so many to mention. Gerald, help me out on this. Friday night.
Well, the top headliner, we should say, that most people know of, we said Foreigner. Okay, we're not talking about some band that's across the seas. Foreigner.
We're talking about Double Vision. We're talking about Hot Blooded. This is Lou Gramm and Foreigner.
If you have any rock heritage in you, true rock music heritage in you, you're going to know who Foreigner is, okay? Moms and dads, and if your kids are scratching their heads wondering who that is, you give them a good chance of education right now and teach them who Foreigner is. And the beauty of this festival, all these concerts that we mentioned, they're free. Yeah. You can just come on out.
Definitely. And Saturday night will be the country night. Now, give me a chance to talk about the country night a little bit. I wanted to jump the gun there. But Saturday night, I have some country stars out. Mary Cogan will be there. They'll have also Red Akins will be out. And headlining Saturday night's country performance will be superstar Brian White. And Brian's an Oklahoma native coming back to his roots, and he's going to play the festival. And I'm sure it'll be a big treat for everyone that's a fan of country music.
It really will. It's fun just to go out to that festival. I mean, you got this musical venue going on outside the amphitheater. Over here's the rodeo going on. The ball games are going on. It's all happening all in one place.
It really is a festival. I mean, you could call some other things festivals, and it may not be. It may be just a couple of events sporadically spread out and everything. But this is a festival. You can't help but be entertained or busy or one of the two at all times. It's going to be great.
It's going to be fun, yeah. And again, it's all free, so you don't have to worry about loading people in the back of the trunk and sneak them in or anything like that.
Hey!
Just everybody come in.
Did we mention the horseshoes?
The horseshoes, that's right.
Yeah,
horseshoes
we did.
Are
No,
going
we did.
on.
I just keep playing. Me and this guy, we just
Even
love
as
horseshoes.
we speak,
we gotta
they're putting up the backboards for those posts and those stakes so that the competition will be accurate.
Yes, there's going to be some all-American pitchers out this next weekend.
But we mentioned the festival, and you might be asking, well, when, where, what? It's June 16th through the 18th in Okmulgee. But before we leave the program today, we'll have the events scrolling down over the screen. So get your pens and papers or whatever ready so you can mark all those things down that you want to attend as well.
That's right. We'll have a festival calendar of events. And don't forget, this is an early show. It's only 11:15-ish right now, 11:20. So if you got time, get down to Okmulgee. There'll be plenty of time to catch the remainder of the slow pitch softball tournament. If you want to just spectate that, you can go ahead and leave right now. It's at the Claude Cox Omniplex. You can't miss it there. It's right off the Highway 75, right past the Travel Plaza to the right there. So.
And they will have concessions out there.
Yes.
So there'll be, like Indian tacos and things. So it's early in the morning. Finish off those Fruit Loops, and then this afternoon, you get some real food out there as well.
Yeah.
So, well, let's take a quick break here.
Let's do
and
it.
We've got some other news segments here on the Native News Today.
At the Palace Grocery, located on 201 North Main in Fairfax, we have custom cut meats at great prices for dinners, powwows, or any special event. Our ground beef is only $1 all day, every day. You know our food is top of the line because we are established and owned by the Osage tribe, and we believe in taking care of our Indian people. Our superb checkers will ensure you leave with a smile. So come by and check us out or call us up. And remember, we deliver.
It's time to play. It's the Wheel of Fortune Casino promotion, and it's only at Tulsa's $1 Million Realm Casino in May. Play your favorite games and become eligible to spin the $1 Million Realm prize wheel for cash, prizes, and a chance to become a contestant on TV's Wheel of Fortune. It's the Wheel of Fortune Casino promotion, and it's only at Tulsa's $1 Million Realm Casino. Every spinner is a winner at $1 Million Realm Casino, 36th Street North in the L out Tisdale in Tulsa. An Osage Nation Gaming Enterprise.
All right, welcome back to the program. And like we said all along here, we're out at the Tiger Mountain Ranch Resort just off I-40 outside of Henrietta. And there's a reason we're out here, Gerald.
Yes, the Youth Culture and Leadership Camp is going on all this week here. The kids are all out here and learning about the tradition and the culture. They're also learning about tribal government. They've held elections to nominate and elect a chief, a vice chief, as well as national council members. So, and later on they're going to be playing a stickball game as well. So they're getting all facets of Indian life, if you will, covered.
Well, definitely for these youth that may not know everything that goes on with the tribe, this is a vital educational experience to see the inner workings of government and as well get a little bit better taste of their tribe's culture and heritage.
On June 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, the Community Research and Development Department of the Mvskoke Creek Nation held a youth culture and leadership camp at Tiger Mountain Ranch Resort near Henrietta, Oklahoma. Children were educated in the areas of culture, government, and health. Each day of the camp was designated a special day, such as Tuesday being Tobacco Prevention Day, Wednesday was Diabetes Day, and Thursday was marked as National Council Representative Day. The camp also invited special speakers like Creek cultural preservationalist Joyce Bear.
If you need a tutor, to someone to help you learn this, don't hesitate to ask one. Don't be ashamed to ask one. Don't hesitate when you say, I don't understand this. Don't think that you're a dummy. Don't feel like that your peers are going to embarrass you, and say, oh, it's just so dumb, you can't get this. No. If you don't understand it, ask for help.
Daniel Wynn of the Community Services Department knows how important a program like this is for the children.
We're looking for young men, young women that exhibit leadership abilities, and they've been leaders in their classrooms or in their communities, and so we want to enhance that leadership.
Our producer Josh Lane, as well as our intern Matt Davis, out reporting from the Tiger Mountain Ranch and Resort, submitting that story. Let's take a quick break. You are watching the Native News Today. Come and visit the Osage Tribal Tourism and Visitor Center in Pawhuska. The museum has an extensive collection of works from Osage artists. Special events happening in May and June include Stories of the Cedar Chest, an all-Osage art show and market, tours of the Osage Tribal Campus, and a celebration titled Self-Determination and Unification of the Osage Nation.
If you or a loved one have a disability, please call us at the Mvskoke Creek Nation Vocational Rehabilitation Services, where culturally appropriate counseling and vocational, medical, and psychological evaluations are provided.
My name is Larry Dean Jewell, and thanks to Mvskoke Creek Nation Vocational Rehabilitation Services, my life has changed for the better.
Funding for this program is made available through the U.S. Department of Education Rehabilitation Services, located in Washington, D.C.
Today's world is far different than the one our ancestors knew. But though times have changed, we the Mvskoke Creek people remain a strong people. Many of our traditions continue to thrive in today's modern world. For 1,000 years and more we have been here, and we will be here for 1,000 more. Times have changed, but so have we, and the Mvskoke Creek people are a part of this time, this country, and this economy. And welcome back to the Native News Today, reporting from the Tiger Mountain Ranch and Resort near Henrietta, Oklahoma. And as we always say towards the end of the program, besides thanking you for joining us, We want to tell you that a lot of good Native stories happening out there, and if you will contact us and everything, we'd love to share those stories over the airwaves.
Yes, we would. The only way we can get out there and cover your event is if you get a hold of us. And we have some contact numbers for you right now. They are 918-732-7637, or our fax number is 918. Where'd it go?
They're just there. Wow.
Our fax number is 918-758-0824. And our emails, of course, are jsalzman@muscogenation-nsn.gov. Is it down there?
And
gwofford@muscogenation-nsn.gov. We really thank you for joining us this week. And Gerald, let's wrap this thing up.
Well, a special thank you to our producer, Josh Slane, as well. We mentioned our summer intern, Matt Davis, who joined us this week, helping out with the show.
We're really, it's trial by fire there. We're really getting the feet wet.
Josh not only helped produce the show, as he always does each week, but he actually fought off the geese here so they wouldn't attack us live
after us,
here on our recording at the Native News today. So
he's actually an animal. He's able to talk to them. It's a weird thing.
Yes, the
might
proverbial...
might need to do a documentary on that.
Yes, the proverbial Dr. Doolittle,
yes,
if you will, there. But hey,
Doolittle is an understatement. Whoa.
We are going to leave you now with the calendar of events that are going to be happening with our 32nd Annual Creek Nation Festival.
And while you're watching these calendar events scroll up, listen to the soothing sounds of Irene Bedard and Denny Band, who will be out there on Friday night entertaining folks at the festival.
As we always say, take care, God bless, enjoy. We hope to see you at the Creek Nation Festival.
Sajue giske salud negawanki delamu wea